How many rides can I catch while simultaneously watching two shows that I have yet to see here at Kings Island? Well, today we're gonna find out. So come along with me. I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited, and let's go. We are on our way right now to Kings Island. I might have already said Cedar Point. I say Cedar Point when I'm here all the time. The last Kings Island video that I did, I had a whole bunch of people saying, oh, it's really cute how he keeps saying Cedar Point. Oh, I'm glad you're entertained by my wrongness. But I will try not to say Cedar Point throughout the rest of this video because I don't think it's cute. All right, and we are here. Our first show that we have not seen yet today is Off the Rails, and that's at 2 o'clock. Actually right in the direction where I'm pointing at the show place. First though, it's 1:30 as I'm entering this park, and we are on our way to go grab something to eat because I ate breakfast in the car at like 10:30, but now we're gonna go grab some late lunch. All right, and we are here at Hank's Mexican Grill for some good eating. Let's go. When you have to hold these bowls in the crook of your arm, they do not hold their composure like at all. Also, I have twice now looked around this place, both today and another day, and there are no forks in this area. No forks or spoons anywhere. I see lots of napkins, but no forks or spoons. How am I supposed to eat this thing? So I'm gonna go up to the bar and ask them for forks, but that is definitely something lacking from this restaurant. Other than the plasticware situation though, this is, I think, definitely an underrated gem of a place to eat here. This chicken is also just absolutely delicious. Like, you can taste like a lime and like chili powder seasoning on it too. It's so good. In the black beans, you have like some green peppers. It is very, very flavorful. Definitely a little bit of cilantro in there. It's so good. I highly recommend this. All right, we've got about 10 minutes until the stunt show, so that's where we're headed right now. Let's go. And we are here at International Show Place for our first time watching this show. I can't wait to see Off the Rails. Let's go. They did just have someone come over the PA system, and they said that most of the action, or a lot of the action, happens in the aisles around us. I'm not sure if that includes these necessarily, but they did say to stay away from being in the aisles or moving around during the performance. So if you are going to come watch Off the Rails, make sure you use the bathroom, make sure that your kids don't need to leave during it, make sure you don't need a drink, all that kind of stuff. Come in with everything ready so that you don't have to leave in the middle of the performance. I love the LED screens that they have. They never look good on this. That one looks okay. For a Tuesday, this is probably not a terrible crowd.
Friends and fans of
so they just came and ran up the aisle right here next to me.
our 50th COVID anniversary.
Stay out of the aisle.
Give it up.
the racer. Kings Island Trouble Line, show 'em some love. Oh, you gotta ignore that rainy weather. You gotta dig in, you gotta begin, you gotta have something big to say.
You can meet the cast at the end. They just sit down here in the front. And your kids or you can go up to them and say hi to them. All right, so that is very similar to Cedar Point's drumline show that they do. And our next show will be in the Fest House, but for right now, we're going to hit our first roller coaster of the day, which I think might be Banshee, or we might do Adventure Express. We'll see which one has the lower line. And we are off to Banshee right now. One of my favorite rides here at Kings Island. Oh, it doesn't look like a long line at all. This is a fantastic line on a Tuesday here at Kings Island. Definitely lower than what we would be experiencing at Cedar Point right now. They always have a new one coming up. There are 3 trains going right now. No wonder why it has such a short line. Now, people will just leave their shoes underneath their spot, and they just trust that people aren't going to take them, especially if you're wearing flip-flops or Crocs or things like that, because your shoes will fly straight off on that ride. So you need to leave them on the deck, but I mean, honestly, I would trust people. It's not that big a deal. Now, it is a hot day, worthy of some water here at Congo Falls today. I am dripping with sweat after that last ride, so it's time to go on Congo Falls, get a little bit cooled off, and then we're gonna head off and hopefully get this shirt nice and soaked. That way it'll stay nice and cool for the rest of our day here. And then we have another show, but we still have about a half hour, maybe even 45 minutes right now until that show. So we'll hit that in a little bit here, but right now it's time to get drenched. Let's go. Now, normally this is the time that I would do a costume change, but you cannot take your shirt off here, which is why my shirt is open instead. Shirt, shoes, and pants required. Not sure why, and I have seen people come on with their shirts off, but I don't think it's actually allowed. You do also have to wear shoes here. But I'm right here in the front row, and it's time to go. Let's go. Well, I didn't get wet at all until the last 2 jets, and I am absolutely drenched. This is a see-through shirt now. And also I can't really see either, like my glasses, and there's nothing I can like dry them off with because I couldn't take my shirt off. That's usually what I do. But yeah, definitely fun though. Always fun. That second little like blip, you get some airtime on, which is always really fun. Also, they did have a place for me to leave my camera. That I could have left my hat, things like that, in a little box like that. We have a little stage here. I don't know what it's for, but that is a perfect place for a stage because you do have a lot of space here for people to watch whatever's happening, including some shaded spaces, both of these. I just love Banshee. It is truly, I think, the best ride here at Kings Island. All right, so it's only 2:52, not even 3 o'clock yet. and we've gotten 2 rides done so far. We're just gonna try to make it 3 in an hour by going to the back. Kings Island has a very, very compact layout, which is really, really nice, but sometimes it's a little bit easy to forget where you're going. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was from Son of the Beast. I think that's the landing for it that they kept after they dismantled it, which now is like a Halloween site. Let me know down in the comments if that is true, if that is what it really is. Walk on. I'll have to come back here for the Halloween time this year, see what all this and see what their haunted houses are like this coming year. It is 3:08, so I've gotten 3 rides done in about 40 minutes right now. That's pretty fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. Usually getting in line for 3 rides at Cedar Point in an hour is usually as much as I can do. And then usually the 3rd ride is like a 45-minute wait, something like that. So it definitely takes a lot longer. Look at this shirt. It's still just wet see-through contest in it here, guys. I'm hoping I can make it to 4 rides in an hour completed. 4 rides completed in an hour with Adventure Express right in front of me right now. So that's where we're headed right now. Let's go. Oh, they have a lounge here also. They have VIP lounges here also. That's a nice location for it too, because otherwise you just see the big outbuildings back behind that. That looks really nice. Right now, and here comes our train. They do have boxes in here also. First of all, those seats are much, much, much better than Cedar Creek Mine Ride, 1,000 times. Secondly, it is time for our next show, which is the 70s show. I forget what it's called. I forget right now the official name. But it's kind of like a look back at the songs of the 70s, which I've really wanted to see for a while, but haven't actually been here to watch it. So we're gonna go check that out right now. Super excited to watch that ride, and it is in the Fest House. So that's where we're headed right now. Let's go. Also, that was 4 rides in 50 minutes, which is really good. And this shirt still has not dried out, but it'll be really nice to get into the Fest House where we can get something to drink and watch a cool show. Let's go. Don't forget about the #1 reason why you might want to come in here, which is the air-conditioned bathrooms. Think you don't like shows here at Kings Island or at Cedar Point or anywhere by decent standards? Yes, you do. Take a beer, grab a hard cider, grab a wine, grab whatever it is that you want to be able to sample while you're in the show, and go hang out and sample some live entertainment. Let's go, it's gonna start right now. A 70s themed beer, or in this case, hard cider, for a 70s themed show. Let's try this cider. It's a little bit less sweet than some ciders. I think that's a good thing.
Rebellious 60s soon turned into turbulent 70s. Kings Island and the music listened to offered us an escape. About their homes, and there's a girl in this harbor town, and she works laying the skate down.
Down there on the floor, no one's ever gonna keep me down again. Please don't hurt me.
Your touch is swimming like a rushing wind.
Mary Tyler Moore. Takes me back to the early days of Hulu. Also, we have a costume change. WKRP in Cincinnati. I'm liking these old theme songs. I cannot love this more. All right, I don't know about you, but that show just made me want to go out and buy some bell bottoms. I love live entertainment here at Kings Island and at any of the theme parks, by the way. But that was such a fun show, and especially the TV monologue is just my favorite part. I love all those old TV shows, and it makes me think of back when Hulu was free and it had just a whole bunch of classic TV shows on it. I don't even think it had like its own stuff on it yet at that point. It was just a place to watch reruns. My first show of the day today was at 2 o'clock. And after that, I have until 6 o'clock to ride as many rides as I possibly can. So we're gonna see how many that actually ends up being. Because at 6 o'clock, the parade happens. So that's what we're doing. Ride of Fear is closed. We're gonna check out Orion though. It looks like lines are just very low all around. Now I have been waiting and excited to ride Orion again for a while here. It's not my favorite Giga Coaster, but we only have 4 here in the US. And we have 2 of them within driving distance of my house. And absolutely love it. So it's always fun to be able to take a jaunt into here. And I'm hoping this will be less than a 15-minute wait, because we might go see the stunt show one more time today. Yep, no one's in here, which means we go straight up the stairs. Look at all this empty land. that Kings Island has to continue to build on. And we're already ready to go. Let's go. All right, if you haven't yet, please press that subscribe button. I absolutely love Orion. It is actually growing on me. So when I first rode Orion, I had just ridden Fury, and I think Fury 325, and I do think that Fury 325 is a better ride overall. But Orion has similar types of elements. It has some crazy stuff in it, and it really is so much fun. Right now, though, the stunt show has just started, so we are headed over to the stunt show to check that out one more time, because that's one of them that I have not seen at all, except for today. I saw it one time today, so I'm gonna go get another little showing in on that, and maybe we'll ride a few more rides. Lines seem to be really, really good today. One more show of Off the Rails. We're gonna go check that out. Let's go. I think we'll enter from the side so that we're not in the way of everyone as we walk in, even though they are standing right now. That was definitely a shortened show. It's 10 minutes, it's 4:40 right now. And I noticed that the kid was not there. They didn't do the whole thing with the kid, you know, making it across and all that kind of stuff. So definitely think, I wonder if something went wrong, or maybe if there's just, you know, like a shortened version throughout the day, like maybe one of the later ones is shortened. I don't know. This area is really just such a picturesque part of the park. It really feels like, shall I say, Disney-esque? I've never said that word before in reference to a Cedar Fair park, right? Of course I have. This is the longest line I have seen for Diamondback. You wait down there for it to take two different sides. So there's one on one side and one on the other. They let each one go at a time. So this ride moves really quickly because one flume goes. You don't even have to wait for another person. Looks like about a 20-minute wait here at Charlie Brown's log flume. I forget what it's called. Like, my shirt's not very wet, like, at all, but my pants, they got soaked, because right there at the end of, like, the main, just like more mundane section, it just there was this massive wave that came up over me right onto my lap. And then there was a little bit, what I do have on my shirt was right here, and it's from a little thing that squirts you right here. But I did notice that Miami River Lumber Company, oh, no. Never mind, Mystic Timbers is a longer line than I thought it was. So on this hot July day, we are headed to Whitewater Canyon to ride this real fast, cool ourselves down just a little bit. This is another one of those treks that takes a while to get back to. So we're gonna head back to it, see what we can find. Let's go. This This area has great views of the coasters too. Because of the train though, I am stuck behind a lot of people who are moving very slowly. Another testament to how much room Kings Island has is Mystic Timbers right behind me here. They just build out and out and out. This entire thing, this entire line is just so much extra space where it comes this far out of the park because there's so much extra space here at Kings Island that they can use up. I have a vendetta against those dryers. It's the worst like $5 or $10 I've ever spent. It was a long time ago that I spent it, but it does absolutely nothing. 5:28 now, and the parade starts at 6 o'clock. So we're gonna try to get there on time for the parade to kind of get a good spot, but we're gonna try to maybe hit one more ride, something relatively quick and easy for right now. So, also, we didn't talk about this yet. Yes, it definitely soaked me. It's the little elements that soak you on this one. It's the like, they have these like jets that come out and get you. And also, there's just a lot of high-speed rapids, which are really fun. You don't get as wet on this one as you do on Congo Falls, so this should dry fairly quickly. But on Congo Falls, it did not dry quickly. Timbers is still looking like a decent line, so we're gonna check out Diamondback next and just see what the line looks like. If not, we can walk right through down into the middle of the park and go over to the racers real fast. Yeah, the line still looks pretty big there. All right, and the racers looks like it has almost no wait whatsoever, which is perfect. We're gonna hop into this line real fast here. Let's go. Okay, so they're only running one side today, it looks like. Which means I'm going right here. It is 5:48 right now. I'm on my way to watch the parade. The parade route you can see right behind me by these white lines right here. So I know it's going to be coming through here, but while I was on the racers, I saw the parades, I saw the floats being prepared, so I know where they are. They're right behind that lift hill right here. We're going to go get some waters too though. So along the way, we're gonna stop here at Skyline Chili. Any place has water cups that you can use, and I think they're giving away the larger water cups today, but I could be wrong about that. I also see the small ones here. But just your daily reminder from Trent to keep hydrated while you are in the parks. Target acquired. And the cool thing is I know that right here is where the parade route is going to go through.
Get it. This is about the truth. Area 72 is real, and I'm the only one looking at what's really been going on. These come and go. Researchers come and go. So good, bad. The whole thing against us. Very serious reason. So we're bringing down human inversion testing with Vortex. A hack wouldn't have caught them hiding evidence about the controversial Firehawk space test pilot project. A hack wouldn't see how this...
Well, the parade is going to start sometime soon here, but first I'm going to go grab a beer down here because I know the parade route goes this way. it goes straight to the right. So we're coming this way right now, and we're gonna try to check out what we can get while we're here. I hear it saying that the parade is coming through. I'm not sure if it's already starting down there or not, but I just heard it here. So of course this will be a couple of minutes down the pipeline. The parade route comes out and goes straight to the right. So it shouldn't take long for me to have them come through, but it should be long enough for me to go grab some sort of a special drink. Parades at Cedar Fair properties are nothing like the parades at Disney and Universal, where you have to line up for them. Honestly, they're just as good a quality, because at Disney you're all about the entertainment and atmosphere. At Cedar Fair, they're becoming more about the atmosphere, but it's much more about the thrills than about the atmosphere. Getting the golden 50th drink. Told him the golden 50th drink with lots of gold, and he delivered, definitely. Just a little bit sweet and a little bit of bitter. To me, it's like the perfectly balanced drink. All right, here comes the parade. Oh, they're stopped for a while there. Okay, so they stopped. Right here's a nice shady spot for me. Like I said, you can come find a spot like right before it comes in. Again, not like a Disney or Universal Studios parade. And if you've never used a trash can as a drink holder, have you even been to a theme park? I beg to differ, you have not. All right, guys, I've just finished up a meal and a snack vlog for you guys to be able to check out later. But right now I have about 40 more minutes before we've got the end of the night show. So we're gonna go try to watch that from the very, very end. But I see a 10-minute wait for Mystic Timbers, and I can't pass up a good time on Mystic Timbers. Don't threaten me with a good time. So we're gonna go check out Mystic Timbers, absolutely. That sounds awesome. So let's go. I did miss one thing from the snack video, and it's this Paradise Island. But it looks like it's just Dippin' Dots stuff. It also looks like the stunt coaster has like no line at all. And I think it did say 15 minutes for it. So we might have to check that out later tonight also. Hello. All right. And I'm right up here. I'm not even sure that it's been 10 minutes. All right, it's been 9 minutes to get into line here. Let's go.
Your right, have a breakfast for your night here at Kings Island.
I don't think anything else will top riding Mystic Timbers at night. So I'm gonna leave it right there tonight because that was just so much fun. We've also got 20 minutes until the end of the night show spectacular comes on. So last time I wasn't able to get a very good spot. Earlier I said that for the parade, you don't need to get a good spot for it. And that's true, you don't need to. But for this, for the end of the night show, you do. Because without a doubt, the best place that you can go for the end of the night show is all the way down at the very end and a little bit to the right, so that you can see both the drone show and the fireworks show. So I'm gonna hope that there aren't too many people down there already. Try to get a little bit of time in down there. So come along with me. I'm super excited to watch this. There are already people finding seats for the fireworks spectacular that's going to be happening tonight. Would kind of like to get something to drink. Oh, you know what? Ask and you shall receive. I already talked about this in the last video, but Tower Drinks, let's go. Now, the cool thing about this pavement right here is it really is kind of like Disney, only in reverse. This starts high, goes low. So if you're standing at the very back, you can see the Eiffel Tower in its entirety because you're actually above everyone else. So that's where we're headed. All right, this is Griffin. Griffin, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for saying hi too. Oh, so what's your favorite ride here at Kings Island?
Mystic Timbers.
Mystic, me too. I just did the night ride. It's so good. So thank you so much for talking to me today, and thanks for saying hi. It's nice to meet you. Have a good one. Wow, I've never seen that show before. That was really, really good. I would put that on par with any Disney show that I've ever seen. And I mean, I absolutely love Disney shows. But man, that was fantastic. All right, so a ton of people are leaving right now. So we are actually going on a little walk down to the Great Wolf Lodge. We're just gonna go hang out there for a few minutes, see if there's anything open at night. I don't know that there is. Maybe there's a bar or something. I mean, I'm not gonna get anything to drink tonight, but if nothing else, they might have like a water fountain. I'm sure they had one inside Kings Island too, but this is just gonna be a fun thing for us to do. And we're gonna start the clock right now to see how far it takes to get to Great Wolf Lodge, just as a little bit of an extra thing. All right, so tonight I rode 10 rides. We watched 5 different shows, 3-day shows, a parade, and a night show, or the night show that we just saw. And that was all starting at about 2 o'clock, because our very first show was at 2. We also got 2 meals in there, and I'm sure there was something else that we did. I'm not sure what all it was. I also did make 2 additional videos, so I made 3 videos today. So around that, I was still able to do 10 things, plus 5 different shows. That's not half bad. I had a blast here at Kings Island with you guys. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Also, please press that subscribe button. If you've made it to this point, definitely press that like button. And if you haven't pressed the subscribe button yet, please press the subscribe button also. Also, please leave me a comment about what you think about Kings Island. Every time I come to Kings Island, I am more and more impressed with it. It's just such a fun place to come and visit. And it's also kind of cool that it's within walking distance of another hotel. So we're talking about that right now. But thank you guys so much for watching, and let's go! Now this path does feel just a little bit sketch. I mean, you're walking right next to a whole bunch of traffic. I'm sure they could see if anything happened, but I'm not sure if I would recommend that just anyone walk down here. Might be better to go if you have like a friend with you, something like that. It'd sure be nice if they could build like another resort here in the bushes, but instead we've just got a whole bunch of black space and you don't know what's back there. I could see how that could be a little bit scary to people. Again though, like now we're getting right onto the path here, so it's gonna make it less scary. Wow, but that wasn't half bad though. Just walk around that corner there with all the trees, and immediately it's the Great Wolf parking lot. So it does go straight from one parking lot to the other. Might actually be safer kind of walking through the parking lot. Man, though, you can smell the fireworks that just went off. To get to the parking lot, it took 11 minutes. I'm not sure what this is like at night, but we're gonna find out. And we found the thing that we came here for: restrooms and drinking fountains, because they don't have those at Cedar Point. They do actually have a bar here, but it's not open this late at night, although it looks like it just recently closed, or at least the music is still on anyway, so I'm assuming someone's in there. So it took 11 minutes to get into this parking lot, and it took 13 minutes to get into the front door. That's not that bad. It is the end of the night. It is hot. It is sticky. I did finally get some good water. It's time to get back to the car and to head home. Trying to do all that with one hand means I got half of it on my shirt there. I just spilled all this water on it. Kings Island, follow trail. Just follow the smell of the fireworks. See that haze? That's actually not from the camera being foggy this time. Just spilled more. It is impossible for me to carry water apparently without spilling it. It's ridiculous. This is actually a pretty fast walk in this case. Late at night, just going straight through to the parking lot, pretty fast. Almost 25,000 steps today. Woo! Be sure that you're ready to walk. Although most of you will probably be more likely to do 10 to maybe 15,000 steps. That's kind of more normal. I take multiple laps around the park So that's part of the reason why it's so many for me. If you're about to come to like your once a year Cedar Point or Kings Island trip, then definitely make sure that you take a couple laps around that old neighborhood so that you can get a little bit in, unless you're like in a scooter all day, which is fine if that's what you have. But make sure that you're prepared for whatever you need to do so that you're not just dying at the end of the day. Yeah, like today I'm kind of chafing a little bit. I did get wet on rides 3 times, so be careful about that also. I know these are kind of like personal details, but I'm here to try to help you plan. So plan, you can, there's like guards and powders and things like that you can put on to help you with any like chafage, stuff like that. So just think about what you may need before you come, and be sure to prepare yourself.